This e-commerce business generates over $300,000 a month, and half of their revenue comes from organic marketing. In today's video, I'm doing a full case study breakdown going over how this brand has leveraged organic marketing to consistently fuel its growth month over month, and how it also fuels the rest of their marketing efforts across the board. There's a lot that I want to cover, so let's just get right into it. Here I have a full breakdown going over exactly what we did to generate these results. Now, before I dive in, here are live results. So we're here inside of the live Shopify dashboard. You can see that last month, this business generated over $341,000 in sales. Now, for full transparency, on Meta ads, we spent last month roughly $29,000 and we made back $103,000. On Google ads last month, we spent $13,000, we made back $60,000. And on TikTok last month, we spent $1,100 and we made back $12,000. So all in on paid ads across all channels, we spent $170,000 roughly. Now, the rest of the revenue out of the $341,000 came all from organic marketing. For full transparency, again, we started working with this business roughly 2 months ago. We're going on to 3 months now. Up until now, they have mainly focused on organic marketing, and really they've put all of their focus on developing the best content they can for their audience to really educate them on their products, right? And of course, get them to purchase. And last year during December, while they only focused on organic marketing, they were able to do $124,000 in sales, only organic marketing, right? If we go and we look at their Meta ads, you can see right here, same time last year, so 2023, there's no ad spend, no sales. This business didn't even have a Google Ads account before we came into the picture, right? So if we go and we look at 2023 December, you can see very clearly there is no history. And then TikTok doesn't let you look back that far, but TikTok is actually their smallest channel, so this is not going to make a significant difference. Again, this business primarily has always focused on organic marketing, and because they have taken the time to truly understand what kind of organic content can best represent their products and can best educate their audience on their products and how it works, we were able to come in day one, leverage all the insights that they've gathered across all this time, and we were able to come out of the gate and get them really good results right away. Like, it didn't take very long for us to get them good results. As you can see on Meta, we're getting really good performance. Like, we averaged a 3.5x ROAS on their Meta, and if we look at their Google Ads account with Google, we averaged a 4.4x. The reason why we were able to come in out of the gate and we were able to help them double their revenue year over year is because they have already had such a big focus on their organic marketing. Because from what we're seeing, it has a much bigger purpose than just only having content that's being posted on their social media channels. This business is treating their organic marketing just how they treat their paid ads marketing, right? They take the time to break down what content is working, what's not, get those insights, then double down on the content that's working and stay away from the content that is not. They're going all in, right? They're really treating their organic marketing as if it's any other channel. And so because of that, they are able to consistently have half of their sales every single month coming in from organic marketing. It is very rare to hear about any e-commerce business that consistently every single month has half of their sales coming in from organic marketing. And so I wanted to take the time to showcase the results from this business because I truly believe to run any e-commerce business, really, these are some of the main components. You have your website, you have your product, you have your offer, you have your organic marketing, your paid social marketing, your paid search marketing, email marketing, you have Amazon, and then you have your retention marketing. Of course, you have like back-end supply chain, customer service, like all these additional elements. For this video in particular, I want to focus on highlighting these elements and how they kind of all come into play. So most e-commerce businesses, when they get started, they jump in and they focus on their paid social ads or their paid search ads or their email marketing or their Amazon or their retention, which is great, right? There's been a lot of businesses that have been able to grow successfully with only focusing on their paid social ads, paid search ads, email marketing, and more. In fact, there's a lot that you can do with just these three components. However, what I'm currently seeing behind the scenes, because we get to work with a wide variety of different e-commerce businesses across many different verticals, what we're seeing is that the businesses that have a strong focus on their organic marketing are getting much better performance from their paid marketing across all of their channels compared to those that are not focusing as much on their organic marketing. And this is just one business, but this is one of the best ones that I wanted to highlight because the only reason why 2 months into working with this business, we can get a 3.5x return on ad spend on our Meta ads is because this business has a strong focus on their organic marketing. And I'm going to tie this in all in 1 second on how and why. Same thing with their Google ads. The only reason why we're getting these kind of results with their Google ads is because they have a strong focus on their organic marketing. And so to kind of bring this full circle, what we're seeing is that the emphasis that you place on your organic marketing ends up contributing to the overall performance that you see on all of your other channels. Now, for this in particular business, their strongest channels are organic marketing first place, and this is the heart and the backbone of everything. And then you have paid social, which is a big driver, as we saw, paid search, which is also a big driver, email marketing, and then Amazon. But the only reason why they're getting results on these channels separately is because, again, they have a strong focus on their organic marketing. And the reason I say this is because when you're running ads on paid social on Meta and somebody sees your ad, not everybody purchases the exact same day that they see your ad. And so you need additional ways to keep people engaged and bring them into your ecosystem so that you can educate them on the brand and the products and really build trust and get them to the point where they feel like they're ready to actually buy from you, right? Because only a small group of people every single day when they see your ad, are they actually ready to buy on that same day? Most other people, they want to get to know more about the business, more about the brand, about the product. They want to do their research. And so one of the best ways to, in my opinion, to keep a potential customer within your ecosystem is to bring them in, engage them, or re-engage them with organic content. And so this in particular business, they have a full strategy that they use when it comes to their organic marketing. They're not just posting content just to post it. And so to give you a little bit of context, here are some of the things that I personally noticed that this in particular business that we're working with is focusing on, and that they also kind of shared with us that has helped them grow their entire business primarily through organic marketing. So one of the things that this business is doing is posting consistently. This business on average is posting minimum once per day, every single day. They're focused primarily on Instagram, but they're also posting across TikTok and YouTube as well. Now for YouTube, they're not posting long form content. Usually they're posting YouTube shorts, so short form content, but occasionally they do also post long form content. Consistently posting is the number one thing that they said obviously leads to a good portion of their success and is something that they prioritize every single day. Next is this kind of content that they post. So this business does a really good job at focusing on product demonstration content, really content that showcases the real world effectiveness of their product through before and after transformation videos. They focus a lot on educational content, providing insights. In this case, this brand is actually in hair care for full transparency. And so they focus on sharing proper hair care and they debunk common hair care myth. Things like why water-based products are better than oil-based products, things like that. And so this educational content, again, really provides value to their potential customers, and it allows their potential customers to actually want to take the leap of faith to want to try out their products because they're pinpointing why their products are worth trying out compared to what's out there in the marketplace and the pros and cons of their products versus other products currently out there. And so educational content, in my experience, can only help with further nurturing relationships with your existing customers, but also with further educating potential customers to get them over the edge and actually become an actual customer, right? And so they really focus on those two types of content, but they also focus on UGC, right? They actually take videos that are shared from customers and they share that across their socials. They also focus on looking for popular trends and creating content around those trends, but tying it into hair care and tying it into their hair care products whenever they can. So when it comes to creating content, they really focus on those main content types. Now, something else that they do that stands out with how they approach organic marketing is that they also focus on engaging their community. So for example, they actually have somebody that takes the time to read the comment from their potential customers across their organic posts and on their ads as well. And this person not only reads their comments, but also replies to them with thoughtful responses. And so this allows the potential customers or customers to really feel heard when they're engaging with their content. And it makes it so that other people that are following them on social media want to also constantly engage with their content because they see that they're actually taking the time to read what's being shared and what's being asked on what they're posting about. And so I thought that was super unique because you see brands that they'll post content every single day, but they don't really engage with their potential or existing customers. And so that's something that stood out from them specifically that I wanted to kind of cover. Now, the next part of their organic content that they really focus on, I think is very important. So like I mentioned previously, when it comes to their organic marketing, they treat this channel as if it was any other channel. So what they look at every single day is what content is performing, right? And what's not performing. And they do a breakdown of taking note on consistently what's actually working and what's not working working, and they literally analyze everything. They double down on what's working and what's not working. Now, this is important because, again, you're going to see brands and businesses that are out there that they'll just post content just to post it, and they don't get any kind of direct ROI from their content. The reason why I wanted to highlight this and the importance behind it for this in particular business is because they're actually getting a direct ROI from their organic marketing. But the reason why is because, again, they're taking the time to break down and do strategic tests on what things can actually work for them and what things don't. And once they get that insight on what works, they're doubling down on it. They're staying away from things that don't work. And so I think that taking this approach when it comes to organic marketing is fairly important because it's a channel that can be very strong for businesses and very effective as well. Not only that, it can also have a big influence on the rest of the performance that you see from your other marketing channels. All in all, I think that the overall importance of organic marketing really stems out into these three areas, right? It works really well to educate potential customers and really get them over the edge because, again, when somebody sees an ad for the very first time, they're not all ready to purchase. And what they do is they'll follow the brand. And as they're following the brand, you now get an additional touch point through your content to educate this potential customer and re-engage them, help them get to the point where they're ready to make the decision to actually purchase from you, right? That's the one benefit and overall outcome that you get from focusing on organic content. Two, it helps with building trust and credibility. Nowadays, people have options of where they can buy from for any product, right? If they want to get the cheapest option, they may go to Amazon for that. But if they want to actually buy from a brand that they like and they want to support and get behind, they're going to look at things like the content you're putting out. How are you providing value to them? And if you as a brand provide value to your potential customers and to your existing customers, like educating them with, how they can best use your products or like just overall education for your category and your niche, well, this is going to help you stand out because it's going to help you establish a lot more credibility and trust compared to any other brand. And then also it helps with maintaining visibility. Obviously, when you have ads running, you can show up on your potential customers' timeline, right? Or on their feed. However, with content, you can also get an additional opportunity to show up again on their feed, right? Because when it comes to ads, people can get annoyed about the ads they see. Same thing with organic content, but people are not going to be opposed to seeing your content on their feed if it's actually beneficial to them, right? Meaning that it actually helps them in one way, shape, or form. And so I think that when it comes to organic content, the reason why they're getting really good results is because they're taking a strategic approach about their content. They're not just posting promotional content every single day. They're focused primarily on education, and then they're weaving in offers and promotional content along the way. So to summarize, some key takeaways from the organic insights that I picked up from this business in particular is that you want to post as much as you can, ideally every single day if possible. You want to analyze all the data and what's working and what's not, double down on what's working, stay away from what's not working. You want to make sure that you have organic content that can nurture leads who don't immediately buy from you by, again, educating them, for example. Next is, again, educational content really helps with building trust and authority. So I would figure out a way that you can create consistently educational content. Leverage UGC. If you have content that comes from your customers, what better way to showcase that your product actually works than having your own customers speak for you. And then last but not least, if you have organic content that's working well, amplify that organic content with paid ads. And so I wanted to cover organic content first because now that this business consistently focuses on organic marketing and they're seeing results from the organic marketing, what we do immediately is anytime that we see that a video does well organically, we immediately take that video and then we run it as an ad on paid social. So for this business in particular, we run it as an ad on Meta, YouTube, and TikTok. And so for us, when it comes to paid social, and the way that we work with most businesses is we're not focusing on having like a super complex ad account structure or like having many different campaigns, trying out like many different audiences and like all these different variables. Because now with AI and the machine learning behind like Meta ads, TikTok ads, or YouTube ads, it's no longer about the technical setup that you have within your ad account. It's literally all about the creatives. Majority of our time is spent literally on optimizing the ad flywheel. And this is what the ad flywheel looks like for us. Basically, with this business, like literally what we did is we looked at, okay, well, what videos did well organically? By well, I mean, did it get good engagement? Did it get a good amount of views? And then what we do is we immediately take those videos and then we start running them as an ad, right? From there, we measure the performance, right? We looked at, okay, what worked? What didn't work? Whatever did not work, we cut. Whatever did work, we looked to scale. We use that data to then create new tests. Sometimes the new test will be taking the same video and simply having our video editor switch out the initial hook and put in a new hook, and then we'll test that. Sometimes it's looking for other organic videos that are similar, whether it's for the same product or for the same angle, and we'll test that. But having a optimization flywheel that looks like this is very important, and also being able to track what you're testing, what's working, what's not, is also important, because otherwise, if you're just running random tests when it comes to your creatives and you're not measuring the true performance of what worked and what didn't, and you're not re-strategizing for new creative tests based on what's working and what's not, well, you're going to end up going through a lot of unnecessary tests and wasting a lot of unnecessary budgets. And so this is exactly what we did for this in particular business to help them generate over $100,000 with Meta ads last month. Now, when it comes to Google and YouTube ads, what we do is we focus on rolling out a full funnel infrastructure that looks like this, where we have specific campaigns for top of funnel, specific campaigns for middle of funnel, and then specific campaigns for bottom of funnel. For this in particular business, again, we went all out and we took the time to fully build out this exact infrastructure. If we go into their account, you can see that we had a total enabled campaigns. You can see that we had 16 different campaigns. And again, this is a combination of search ads, shopping ads, YouTube ads, PMAX, competitor ads, display ads, and more. For them, we are leveraging Google and YouTube ads to its full extent. And this is exactly what we did to get, the results that we got last month, which again, to kind of recap, we spent $13,000 and made back $60,000. And this is not majority on brand search ads. This is a combination of brand search ads, but also top of funnel, non-brand ads as well. The majority of the budget was spent on shopping and search, but we're also spending on YouTube, display, and more. I wanted to showcase this because, like I mentioned previously, this business did not even have a Google Ads account just 3 months ago. You can see that in October, they had no Google Ads history, right? Same thing with Meta. And we look at October, they literally were not running any ads, right? They had no ad spend. And then fast forward to November, which is when we started working with them. Out of the gate, we spent $8,000 in November. We made back $50,000. To be fair, this is during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So of course, results were going to be good. And then looking at Google, same thing, nothing in October. Fast forward to November, we spent $2,700. We made back $24,000 and we had an 8X ROAS. Now, obviously super profitable, but of course it was because of Black Friday. Again, this business is able to get these kind of results out of the gate is because they have already established a strong organic presence, and they already have a lot of insights that we were able to leverage from day one, right? When it comes to paid social, we didn't just come in and need to create brand new ads that were based on things that, we thought would work. We literally went in and looked at what's already working on organic, and we started leveraging these insights from day one. And it was so much easier to start getting results from the very beginning because we're leveraging insights that they've already taken the time to acquire with their organic marketing efforts. Going over to their paid search efforts with Google Ads, it's a lot easier to figure out what's going to work here because we already have a lot of insights that we can gather from their organic insights. We can look at things like what kind of messaging is working best. So when it comes to Google search, we know how to structure the ad copy. When it comes to Google shopping, we know how to structure the Google shopping titles. And so all in all, I wanted to make sure I kind of brought this full circle, and I kind of made a big emphasis on why e-commerce businesses, and right now with the current landscape, should focus a lot more on organic content and then should leverage all the insights that they get from organic content for the rest of their efforts. Because from what we're seeing, again, behind the scenes, for full transparency, other businesses that we work with that are not getting the best results, they are ones that are not taking organic marketing seriously. They basically don't have many efforts at all with their organic marketing. They're just posting content just to post it, and they have no structure at all, no system in place. On the other end of the spectrum, the businesses that we're working with that we are seeing doing really well, they're actually prioritizing organic marketing. This is just one example that I'm sharing here that I thought was a really good example to share. But now what we're doing for all the businesses that we work with is we are basically stressing the importance of having a very strong organic presence and overall having strong organic marketing, because there's just so much upside to it, right? This business is so much more profitable now that they have half of the revenue every single month coming in from organic marketing compared to a business that does not. And again, for full transparency, if we look at this month, it's not just that last month they generated half of their sales from organic marketing. This month, it's fairly the same, right? This month, we're basically already at $343,000 in sales for this month. If we look at the paid ads, this month we spent $60,000 on ads and we made back $188,000. And then on Google, this month we spent $14,000, we made back $54,000. So far 180 plus 54, that puts us at 230 roughly. And then TikTok so far this month at 13,000. So around 240-ish we generated with paid ads, but that still leaves leaves another $100,000 that came all from organic marketing. And so obviously the reason why this month it's not a 50-50 split is because we have started to push more aggressively with paid ads compared to last month. Cyber Monday kind of fell into last month, so it's not like comparison in terms of like what things are going to look like now that we've started to increase our paid ads efforts. But I wanted to showcase, like, again, this business has consistently generated a good portion of the revenue every single year or every single month from organic marketing. And they're just now starting to scale the revenue with paid ads. And the results they're getting with paid ads are just so much better since it's on the back of their organic marketing efforts. And so I wanted to take the time to share this case study because I think that moving forward, the brands that are going to continue doing the best are going to be the brands that focus a lot more on organic marketing and then leverage all those insights for their paid ads marketing. And yeah, I obviously wanted to take the time to do a full breakdown on this because I think that things are just shifting in the e-commerce space. So within the last like couple years, I think that you could do a lot of damage with only relying on paid ads, which I still think is fine. I'm not saying not to run paid ads. What I'm seeing is that brands are getting much better overall performance with their paid ads when they have just as much of a focus on their organic marketing. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope this was helpful. If you're an e-commerce business owner and you're looking to get help with growing your e-commerce business, down below this video, there's going to be a link in the description where you can actually book in a call with me and my team. On that call, we'll get to know more about you and your business. And then from there, we can outline an action plan going over how we can help. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, I would appreciate if you dropped a like on the video. If you guys have any questions about anything that I covered in the video, drop it down in the comments below. And of course, if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.